Hello, my Scorpio friends, and welcome to your card reading for the month of November. As your first card here, you see the Rider. It tells us there's probably a new journey or a new project that is hanging here, or we go a new direction in life here. It tells us also, the Rider, to set certain goals here in our life here. The Rider is also an assertive card. It tells us that we need to be determined here to reach certain objectives in our life here. The Rider also advises us against procrastination here. We need to pick ourselves up here and get moving. Even if the situation is a little bit difficult here, we need to move in the new direction that we have planned here. In another way, it can point that a messenger is on its way to us. Then in the central card, we have the mountain here. It tells us that we need to stand our ground, we need to be strong here. It also suggests here that it's possible that somebody out of abroad is trying to get in contact with us. If not from abroad, it's from a city that is not nearby in the same country, but it will not be short distance. The city is possibly further away here. It tells us here that there is a possibility that certain challenges are coming in our life here. We need to be strong here to overcome these obstacles here. It's possible also in another way that we are about to deal with a stubborn person in our life. Maybe somebody is stubborn to certain things that are happening in our life. So these are the possibilities with the mountain. Then we're gonna go in the horizontal line. We have the Rider and the Snake here. Rider and the Snake here, it tells us also to be patient here. And the way to use or to reach certain things is best indirectly. It means the snake is like it's waiting in the grass to strike. So the approach with the snake is indirect. So if we want to reach certain objectives, we need to be tactful, resourceful also, and it will bring the required results here. It's possible also that some news that we are getting is a little bit disappointing here. This news could be painful, it could be deceptive here. There are some complications here, but it's possible they are more easy to resolve than we anticipated here. We need to be careful also not to share every news that we are receiving. Some things we need to keep for ourselves, especially if it's related to relationships related to business or to personal relationships. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that we try to make something happen, to bring something into existence here, that we are planning some initiatives here, and there could be contracts related to that, because the ring is a contract. It's possible that we have been in contact with this person before, and we should work with caution, because the snake is also cautious and smart, so it's tactful. So we need to be careful here, see that that everything is in order here. In another way, it could also point to rivalry. So maybe we have to make with competition here, and we need to solve this in a diplomatic and wise way here. Sometimes also we could have suddenly very certain desires to reach something. So, and with the snake, it's better to be tactful and quietly move quietly here with this combination of cards. It's also possible that slowly somebody is trying to sneak into your life. This is possible, and we need to see if this person has the right intentions. Then we have the snake and the ring here. The snake in the ring here, it can point to difficult affairs here. Sometimes this points to a lover that is keeping secret for you. If you have a relationship, it's possible here that your lover is keeping secrets from you if not yet married. If there is already a marriage, it means that everything in the marriage is not revealed. Maybe certain things are not working well. If this is in business here, we need to be careful also in that way. It's possible that we don't see everything clear in the business here. In the relationship, sometimes it can mean that there is that there's some things are not correct. We cannot see clearly. In the business here, it means that there could be a breach of contract. So maybe we have made an honest contract and somebody is trying to break that contract. In another way, it could mean that somebody in our life has a relationship that they are hiding from us here. But as I said, here in business, it's mostly contracts that are broken, sometimes in a roundabout way. It's not directly revealed with us. These people can suddenly disappear out of our life and try to break the contract in a roundabout way. Or somebody is leaving us out of the relationship in a roundabout way. They don't announce it to us, they just disappear. The snake sometimes it hides, so it's like that here, what we are seeing here. There could be also some affairs going on here that we are not seeing here. There could be some double dealings here, so we need to be careful always with the snake, because there's some wisdom here going on here. Sometimes also it means that there are the literally word is here that there are Casanovas involved here. This could be possible also in this relationship here. But we need to be tactical here. We need to have an intellectual approach here. This is the best way here to tackle the problem here. It's possible also that with certain people in your life there is a shared ambition here with this combination of cards. Then we have the coffin and the mountain here. Something is blocking us here. This is what we are seeing here. We cannot move the mountain. Actually, the best card for moving around the mountain is the snake, because the snake is tactful and she will go around the problem. So you have the right knowledge here for going around the mountain. So that is also, if you have a problem, the best way to solve this problem. If there is an issue in your life, you need to use it tactful. And the snake, she's able to go around the problem in a tactful and a diplomatic way. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also with this combination of cards that we are longing for some solitude, or we are a little bit lonely at the moment here. It's possible if we have a relationship with another person that this person is further away. So this person, as I said, could be in another city and not reachable every day, or this person is literally in abroad. This is what the cards tell us here. There is a kind of time out here, what we are seeing here. Sometimes also for some people it will point to some griefs in their lives here. But we have in the last line we have the child here, so something new is about to begin here. Something new here is popping up here with this combination of cards here. But there could be some grief here involved here. If we are already longer involved in a time of silence, maybe it's time to start talking again here. But it's possible that your mind needed some rest here with this combination of cards here. We could also hide our grief and act normally, but actually we are suffering on the inside. Then we have the mountain and the child. The mountain and the child here, this, as I said, is that we are going a new direction in life. This new direction in life could be in another city, in another country here. There could be deep life changes here under this combination. It's also possible if we move to another city or another country that there are some difficulties with the children. Maybe it's not easy to move the children with us, or in somehow the children are not easy to move. So there is a difficulty here with the children here. It's possible also that the children don't want to go. They are stubborn for moving. This is what we are seeing here, and this is possible that this causes some problems. And it's possible if you have a child, due to these problems, that the child is isolating himself, that he don't want to communicate too much because of this move. These are possibilities that the cards are showing. It's not necessarily applying on everybody, but it's possible here that this is happening. Anyway, we see here also that if we have considered big problems, that the problems might be smaller than we anticipated, because the child makes the problems smaller. So also sometimes we need to have a positive thinking approach here, because mostly with the child the problems are smaller than we anticipating. Also, if some things happen in our life, we cannot be too naive, especially with new contacts or contracts or relationships, we cannot be naive. We need to use the snake here for approaching this. We cannot be naive here with new contacts or contracts. We need to see what is going on here with this combination of cards here. And then we have the ship and the person card. The ship and the person cards it points to somebody traveling. This could be you as a person, that you are planning to travel. You depart or you arrive somewhere. This could be related to what we saw earlier. Maybe you have traveled before, or you have been in this place before, because the ring is round. So it means it's possible that you visited this place before due to business reasons. You are familiar with it. This is possible because the ring is round, so it means a return. If not, there could be a returning contract here, but we could feel some travel wanderlust here with this combination here. If this is a person in an other country, this could be a person with a different culture, a different skin color also that we are seeing here. This is all possible here. This person will come to you here. This is what we are seeing here. But we are longing here for meeting this person. This person is not near us, but due to the travel, we will meet this person. There also, when we meet this person, there will be some changes. There will be some changes in our life related to the profession of this person. Maybe that is somebody who is related to travel or travel agency, or maybe he's in charge of something that is traveling, a ship or a boat or an airplane here. This is what we are seeing here. This is a person normally who gives orders. It could also be a person that gives orders on the background here. This is what the cards tell us here. Then we have the man and the clouds here, the person card and the clouds here. Here it's possible that there are certain tensions in our life. It doesn't necessarily need to affect us, but there would be some tensions. Maybe there is some clouded thinking, and the clouds always tell us to overthink the situation, to see what is going on. We need to think before we act here. We could also going through, or this person could go through some challenges. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. There could be some confusion around this person here that we are seeing here with these cards. Then we go in the vertical lines. We have the rider, the coffin, and the ship. The rider and the coffin here, it tells us that if news is coming to us, it will be delayed, because you have two times the delay here. You have the delay of the coffin and the delay of the mountain. So sometimes the news cannot reach us due to certain circumstances. Maybe the news cannot come over the mountain due to difficulties, I'm saying, with the internet or some technical difficulties here. But anyway, the news will be delayed. We see here also that there is a completion of certain goals. So something is completed and it's ready to go in the next stage. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe before you reach something, and now there is a positive evolution because of that. So something will end and something new is about to begin. This is what we are seeing here, because we are in the first line again here. There could also be messages that you receive that you did not expect, and it could shake you a little bit up, not necessarily in a negative way here, but it's possible that the news is a little bit challenging here. This is what we are seeing here with these cards here. Also, if we need to move here, we cannot stop. We need to move on. Even though it's difficult to move, we need to continue here in moving. Then we have the coffin and the ship here. If you travel, or you are planning to travel, it's possible that the travel date would be delayed. This is possible with this combination here. Or if you are planning a new business adventure, due to certain circumstances, this business is not taking place at the date that you have planned. This is what we are seeing here. something also, we need to be careful if we are traveling that everything is correct. Don't be too aggressive here, or for traveling, or too assertive. Do everything in a calm and restful way here, because you have the snake here. Anyway, it's also possible, if you undertake this journey, that there are certain final farewells in your life. So you say also goodbye to certain people in your life. This is what we are seeing here. If you are also in the research field, sometimes also, or you research something regarding to your business, you will literally go to the bottom to find out here what is going on here. Then we have the snake, the mountain, and the person card. The snake and the mountain. It tells us here that there are things are going on in the background. So maybe somebody is doing background checks on you, especially if you cross borders here, or somebody is going beyond your back here. Here we are urged to be calm and wise here, because there is more going on than meets the eye. So we need to approach this all very calm here. We should also avoid people who are envious and don't have the right intentions with us. This is what we are seeing here. If an offer is made to us, double check everything here, because we could be a little bit naive here. As I said, double check everything before you take any action. Because it's possible that certain people don't have good intention to you. Also in abroad, if you start the business here, double check everything there with this card combination, because else you could come into some frustrations that you didn't anticipate it here, some unresolved problems here, some challenges here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, if certain people come to us and they have certain intentions to us, we could say no, especially if this involves physical activities. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's possible that somebody approaches you for physical activities and you say, no, I will not go into that, or you say it in an indirect way and you don't go into it. Then we have the mountain and the person card here. This relates to somebody in abroad here, as we saw it earlier here. We already mentioned that here, the man here, and then we go in the third vertical line here. Then we have the ring and the child here. So in the future, you could also be made aware that somebody wants a relationship with you. Or you could start a relationship and it's in its early phases. Maybe this man that you met in abroad, or that you met online, or that you met in abroad, is in business now, but maybe there are intentions for making this into a relationship. Maybe you were not aware of that, or you didn't, it was not your intention, but this is something that is in the cards here. It can be in any area of life here that something new is about to happen. It could also be new contracts, as I said here. Anyway, there could be some challenges. If we want this relationship, even both of us, there could be some challenges here at hand. Maybe something is going on in the background, as we saw earlier, and this relationship moves slowly. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it moves slowly. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we see that certain documents are necessary here. Also, if we move to another city, maybe certain contracts, certain documents are required here with this combination. If you are already in a relationship with this person, it's possible that that you decide that this is a short-term commitment. Maybe you didn't expect it, but maybe this is possible also. The reason why this relationship could have an ending is because the person, maybe according to you, is not mature enough. This is sometimes points to lack of maturity due to the other party here. But there will be a developing connection here that we are seeing here. Also, don't make promises that you are not intending to keep, because the ring is a card that keeps its promises. So don't be naive for making promises. It's better here with the snake to say nothing and keep quiet and not making promises than you need to come back on your word later on, because the ring likes to keep its promises. This is what we are seeing here. Because else you could be confronted with a situation that you not anticipated. Maybe this is a person who needs support, or there is something that you cannot see, and you are then there with that responsibility. So this is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the child and the clouds here. This points to, again, here we see there's an inexperience here. If our children go with us here, it could be difficult for our children in this new city, in this new environment, or in this new country here. And there could be some difficulties in the behavior of the children. We could not be able to get a right picture here, what exactly going on. Maybe the children are not showing everything, or they are not telling everything what is going on in this situation, and this could also put stress on you also. And the only way actually to cut through this fog situation is to think. You need to use your head here, and then it will become clear to you exactly what is going on here. But the worries will pass. But the best way to solve this here is by thinking here. If we don't have children, it's possible that we are thinking about having children here with this combination here. It's possible also, if you talk to the children or to your children, that this conversation leads to more confusion. And you thought you're going to get a clear view of it, but actually after the conversation it becomes more complicated. So this is also what we are seeing here in the cards here. And it's possible also, if this is related to your children, that due to these changes they feel a little bit hopeless. This is what we are seeing here. So for this month, I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please consider subscribing. If you do, thank you for doing so, and we see each other in the next reading. Thank you. Bye-bye.